Hello, Jason from Stage Zero Garage, and I got the Cougar back in, and this is actually a recap of something that we had done. This is kind of we're gonna go back in time. We're gonna jump back in a few moments and show a fix that I had done. But first, what happened was I came out to the car one day. Wouldn't start, would turn over. I couldn't tell if I could hear the fuel pump. You know, if you have a new car and you don't really think about what the fuel pump sounds like, then it's hard to tell if it's running or not, or you know, you don't know what to listen for. So I first thing I checked was spark, and had spark, but it was weak. So I thought, okay, well, you know, we'll change out the cap and the rotor. So you know, these were pretty nasty, not very good, definitely needed replacing. And so I replaced that, and I also picked up a fuel relay, because I thought, okay, well, you know, spark, fuel, air, so let's at least, you know, eliminate two of them and they go out. So it's a preventative maintenance thing as far as I'm concerned for our stage zero-ness. And then I went and replaced the fuel pump relay, and it started up and it was great. So then drove it for a few days, and then you know, go back out to the car and wouldn't start. So I'm like, all right, either the fuel pump relay's bad again, because that was very strange. And so what I did was I actually I jumpered, put a jumper in on the fuel pump. Or I pulled the relay and I did a jumper on the terminals, got it running, got it into the garage, because back then it was still winter. And so I'm like, all right, so now I know what the fuel pump sounds like, and I know that, so I'm like, well, it must be the relay, because if I jumper it, it's working, put the relay back in, it's not. And I knew that there was this, the inertial switch, which if you get in an accident, it's supposed to trip that, and then you can reset it. I looked all over for that. Some said it was under the dash. Some said it was in the trunk. I looked in the trunk. I looked under the dash. I pulled some stuff out. Never could find it. So that's where we're going to cut into the rest of the video. Is going to be me trying to figure out what exactly was going on with this, and how I fixed it. All right, I jumpered the two big ones on the fuel relay. I'll take that off and show you in a minute. And I'm going to go through and figure out, I'm going to do some readings and figure out exactly what's going on. At first, because this thing's just being the way it is, we're gonna start it up. I mean, we're going to turn it over. Wait, friggin' hear that? Oh. Well, for Pete's sake, now I don't know what's going on. So this is what happened the other day. When it first happened, we could tell it wasn't kicking off the fuel pump, and we couldn't hear a click. And so I replaced this one with that one, and that was fine for a few days, and then nothing. So I'm gonna wiggle wires, and I'm gonna start with over there, and then I will go in the hood and move some crap around, and then I'll go under and look at the ECM and see if that's causing it. But I don't guarantee, I'm thinking that it's just a wire, and I don't know what it was, but moving it here, The only thing I did was close the hood. Maybe I slammed it. Anyway, so let's try some things. I wonder if that switch, the inertial, I don't know where the heck that is, but you know, if that thing's acting weird, I could, it's supposed to cut power to the relay, but when I was trying to start it the other day, it did have voltage to 1 and 2 ECM wires, but I don't know where that darn thing is. Okay, well, I'm gonna search on the line to see where that inertial switch is, because maybe that's faulty. From what I understand, the inertial switch is under here and the ECM is right here. So I gotta fix this better anyway. This is jammed. I broke it to fix it once. I guess I have to break it again to fix it more. So we're gonna pull this off, get that off, get in there and see what's what. Well, I guess back to the internet, because it's clearly not in there. For kicks, I've got my leads into the ECM, I think that's ground, and then the power, and I want to see what happens when I cycle it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to connect to my GoPro, and I can actually enable preview. So I'm previewing on my phone. See if I can get that to go forever. That was like 8 volts, 7-8 volts. It seems like it should be a little bit more than that, but let's hook up that relay again and see how that works. I'm actually going to use this, the original one. Okay, that was interesting. So, hidden down behind there was this guy. And as soon as, because it actually started doing it again, and as soon as I played with this from back there, it started up again. So I'm thinking this is bad. I'll probably just jumper that for now. I actually know what I'm looking for. Because really, whatever's going on is going on inside here. So this button probably isn't doing anything. Oh, That's supposed to sound like that? Oh. Interesting. So that must be how it works. I'll have to open this up and see what happens. In the meantime, I'm going to make a little plug for that. I mean, I guess I could see how much those cost. Maybe these things aren't that expensive, and you know, it is safer to turn off the fuel when you get into an accident so you don't die. There we go. All right. So I don't know what that was. So I broke this open. Some more lights. There's no more lights. Let's change the angle. So this is the switch. So this is interesting. So there's like a ball in here and it's magnetic. Something's magnetic. I assume the ball is. Nope. It's magnetic in the middle there. So apparently you hit hard enough and it falls. Oh, yeah, okay. So this is in here. That falls and it pushes that down and makes contact. Can you see that? Yeah. So if you hit that hard enough, then it drops. Now, as far as what the problem with mine was, I'm guessing had something to do with this switch here. So that perhaps that was making contact. That'll be that. I don't think I really need the this switch. It's kind of cool though. And we're back, day 2. I have made my jumper, and seems pretty sturdy. I don't think that's going to come off. I mean, I know this one's probably decent, but maybe not. That goes in there. That goes in there. I could have probably put less solder on those ends. Oh well. Probably could have also made that not so long. Also, oh well. Let's just double check that. that. Oh, but I maybe not. I gotta put it in the right one. My battery's not doing too good. A little bit weak. That worked. I'll do a better job. Wrapping that up. Yeah, that's nice. Comments. That's fine. Don't be too mean. I have somebody tell me once, they just had, "You're a dork," or something like that. I don't know. But if that's all you're gonna say, then I'm probably just gonna delete that comment because it's not productive. It's not even funny. I'm not saying it's not true. One of these days I have to go through this wiring here for the brake or for the tail lights, because when I put on the brakes my voltage drops a decent amount, and if I have lights on and fan, then I actually drop below 12, and you don't want that. Probably should secure that better. Oh man, this is just so nasty. I'm gonna have to get new trunk carpeting. No, I won't. This is fine. I do have to be careful, because sometimes the trunk has popped back open, because I think it gets caught on that stuff. All right. See, this thing I got from Goodwill, $12. It's pretty decent. Ooh, what's this? A scope. Or probably for hanging. Or, oh, look at that. Is that what it's for? Oh, maybe. I don't know. It's cool, but it is hyper tough. So, and it's got USB. This isn't even that old. Oh. Some of you may have noticed my fingers. I had a small industrial accident back in the early 2000s that took out some of my fingertips. So I figured I'd address that, because I know I've been holding things with this hand and its thumb just like sticks out like a sore thumb. Next on the list is spark plug wires and master cylinder. Try it one more time, then I'll button that up. Alright, so hope that was informative enough. I'm actually got some spark plug wires. Those are pretty, they're kind of chewed up from the mice. So I had gotten these. We were actually I was going to have Reese help me out on this. I was going to put all this stuff back in and actually run through the process I went through to show him how to look for spark, check for the fuel pump, and do all that stuff. But that kid's so busy, and the continuity would have been off because now it's clearly 70 degrees out, late spring, and when I first was doing this, it was winter and snowy. So I just decided I'm just gonna show what I took the footage of me fixing the issue and explain how we got there. So I don't think you need to see me put these on, so we'll let you go, and I'll go ahead and put these on.